Today I'll make quite a different video. I'll record as I skate, I'll talk about my channel, the plans ahead, and also my story as a skater. I hope the audio quality will be okay, and I hope it will be possible to hear what I say. And yeah, it's all an experiment, so let's see if it works out. We have two cameras. Let's see how that works out. So traffic can always be confusing, especially here when there's like 5 roads meeting at one place. This is actually where I made my very first video. It's not the best neighborhood, but it's cool. And the road surface is terrible here, actually. But that's why I'm happy to have these long frame, big wheel skates. They're really good on bad asphalt, like here. Now talking about it, the first video actually was inside the park where I had a DSLR on a tripod. So I tried to make like this, what they call progress report. That's the idea, once a month. My level of skating once a month. And see how it goes, how I improve. But it quickly turned out that it was a lot of fun to make videos. And that's why I kind of just, continued making more and more videos. A big thing was to edit. I really like to edit and learn how to edit videos and kind of make like a story. Each video is like a story. And then early on I got a few subscribers that were commenting, and that's pretty cool. Like knowing that some people follow you. Everything you upload, every time you're road skating, you make a report, and some people are really interested, they give feedback. And yeah, I really learn from the feedback sometimes as well. So that's a big motivation. And then as more and more subscribers came along, and I figured I could make videos about certain topics. It really is a lot more fun to go out skate actually when I have something specific goal of skating. Like I go out, I have a specific goal, like I'm gonna make a video today about how I learned to stop. Or if it's something simple like like how to do a T-stop, I can make a tutorial. But if it's something more complex, for example, it can easily be like I want to. Oh, the police stopped there. I was afraid it was something about me, but it wasn't. Yeah, so it's like I went out. Every time I go out skating, I went out skating. I want to make a tutorial, or not a tutorial, I want to make a topic. Make it about something specific, right? And that's what I still do. It's a lot of creativity, it's about learning how to tell a story, how to edit a video, how to narrate. Narration or voiceover is actually one very, very difficult thing. And to me it's the most difficult thing. I don't think I'm very talented at it in the first place, and since English is not my first language, it makes it even more difficult. But I heard also that for people who want to become professional voiceovers, there's a lot of practice. It's not like anyone can do really, or anyone can do it, but no one can do it like without practice. It's a skill, like any other skill. That's what are my future plans for the channel. I think it's a lot of fun to make these videos. I learn a lot. I learn skating, but I also learn how to make videos. So I don't really have a plan. I don't know where I'm heading, like as making these videos. I just take it as we go along, but my plans, I'm very keen on making more videos, so at least for this season I think I'm going to make a video twice a week probably. no like fixed schedule or anything, or no real plans, but why not? And it's also extremely encouraging that I do have 2,000 subscribers at the moment, 2,100. It increases every day. It's really nice, really encouraging. But really it's all about creating good quality, I think. Not wasting people's time, giving people something good. But it also depends on being honest. Being honest is important. Like for example, like I'm not the best skater in the world. I don't pretend to be either. So like if I kind of make these videos where, you know, like I try to be the coolest guy on earth, people will see through that, right? And they will, they think it's just stupid. However, the videos I made where I just share my ups and downs pretty much. I share my progress. I share how I learned something and the mistakes I made. It seems like those videos are the ones that get the most, you know, nice comments and most likes. And it kind of makes sense in a way as well, because most skaters, I think they learn. I mean, you can learn from professionals, you know, when they do something right. But I think it's easier to learn from skaters at your own level when they make mistakes. Because you learn from other people's mistakes, so you don't need to make the same mistakes yourself. And for a professional, it's very difficult to understand, you know, what are the challenges. Oh crap, this asphalt is so bad. So bad. It's unbelievable. I mean, it must be 20, 30 years old. Anyway, that's okay. It's a challenge. Let's look at everything as a challenge. And so, I wonder what motivates you as a skater. For me, it's like, maybe one of the best things about skating for me is exploration. You know, just like now, you know, I go to a new suburb, or what do you call it, area, district, I've never been to before. See new streets, new building. Just exploring. And with inline skates you can go 3 times further than you can if you walk, twice as far as if you run. Oh, very nice asphalt again. So it's just about seeing new things. And it's also a lot more fun than yeah, that's a power stop. It's a lot more fun than bicycling as well. I do bicycle a lot, but it's just not fun. It doesn't give me the same feeling as inline skating does. Yeah, that's that. Okay, I can tell you a story about me as a skater, like my experience as an inline skater. So I did inline skate as a child, but not that much. As a child, inline skating was not really a thing. It was like, at least not in Norway, where I grew up. It was not really that much a thing. It was like, I had some skates, my brother, my cousin, but most of the kids on the block, they didn't have inline skates. And in Norway, people don't really ice skate that much either. So there was maybe like 20 kids who were playing ice hockey. So ice skating was definitely more popular than rollerblading, but still not that popular. And yeah, I'm still a bit too shy to talk when there are people around. I know, I see bloggers on YouTube always do that. I don't know, it's something to get used to as well. But it's really embarrassing to speak in front of people. Here we are on the bike track. There was a new pavement last fall, so it's really smooth here. Okay, here's old again. Okay, they just made some patches, typical. But anyway, it's pretty nice here too. So, yeah, so back to the topic. Like, as a child in Norway, rollerblading was not a thing. And that's for a good reason as well, because the roads there are very bad, and there are a lot of hills, everything. And yeah, ice skating is not that big. it does exist, definitely. There are people doing it, and there were kids doing it, and we did play ice hockey all the time. But it wasn't like something that everyone did. It was more like a niche. So the big thing in Norway is skiing. In the winter, skiing. Everyone skis. I did that too. And yeah, so we did ski a lot growing up. It's amazing how much we actually did. Because the winter in Norway, it starts like, it depends on where in Norway, of course, but for us it usually started sometime December, early December, and it was melted, snow was melting in March. So we had like good 3 months, maybe even 4 months of snow. And yeah, so cross-country skiing is big, I did that, but I wasn't that interested in cross-country skiing, to be honest. But the cool thing is we have hills everywhere. Even in our own garden we had a hill, and we were making jumps, and we were doing ski jumps, and we were putting up tracks to go slaloming, and so literally every day as a child during winter we were skiing. And even at school during the breaks there was a small hill there, so we were like always like gliding down the hill on our asses. Sometimes even like when everyone glides down the hill on their ass, it becomes ice, and sometimes you even like stand on your feet just with your legs and you glide down. So I think my balance is pretty good for that reason. Because I don't really have problems standing on my leg like this. And I think that has also to do with my childhood. However, with inline skating, I've not really been that much into doing tricks, you know. So I did inline skate some in my childhood, but as an adult, I only started 2010. I was in America at summer school. I lived like 3 kilometers from the school. That's 2 miles in US miles. So it was like terribly boring to walk 3 kilometers every day back and forth. So I decided, okay, maybe get a bicycle. But bicycle again, if I buy that during the summer and I'm at summer school and I have to fly home, then what to do with the bicycle at the end? So I decided, okay, if I buy inline skates, I can just bring those skates in my suitcase on the way back home. And yeah, that was a really, really, really good idea. It's those skates I still have sometimes. They are now 7 years old, and I wear them still when it's bad weather or something. They're falling apart now, but they're like my backup skates for whenever it's wet or rain or whatever. So anyway, so after I got those skates, you know, I was skating back and forth to school. It was a great feeling to skate, but then I also, you know, like I just didn't want to go back and forth. You know, I want to skate a lot, so I went on exploring. And this was at Harvard, if you know, it's near Boston. It's Cambridge, is a town pretty close to Boston, Massachusetts, and MIT is like a few miles away. So I went to MIT to explore there, and then I went across the river to Boston, exploring there, and you know, I was just skating everywhere, just to have a look around. And yeah, that's really my favorite thing about skating, is just that you can go so far and you can see so much, and it has this feeling that you're kind of running, but you're more like flying in terms of speed, you know. It's like, yeah. And that thing, and yeah, I've been skating ever since, a lot. But to me, skating has then always been like, to stay safe, right? I always focus on staying safe. I never did crazy things to skate. The most exciting stuff I did was like the T stuff. So pretty much nothing exciting there. And that was only last year when I started making these films. And I started watching other YouTubers, and I saw all the things they did, and I wonder, how is that possible? How can they slide on skates like that? It's like they're on skis, you know, but they're inline skating on asphalt. So then to me it was more like, okay, I want to try to progress, make videos of myself progressing, learning these kind of things. And there was not that many tutorials around. I mean, there were always people doing it, but no one really explained how they did it. So that to me as well was like a big mystery, you know, like magic. There's a reason why they call it a magic slide, isn't it? So I practice and practice, and it was really funny, you know, the first time I really tried to make the hockey stop. I did it in the rain, because I thought, you know, when it rains, it's slippery, and, ooh, that one. Okay, I have to be careful here. I have to be very careful. Yeah, go to a full stop. That's the polite thing.
If you have any questions or feedback, please leave a comment below. I'm JPJ. For more tips and info, please check out my Facebook page. As always, thank you for watching, stay tuned and subscribe for updates.